How many times have you seen Bollywood being criticized for its objectification of women, for nepotism, for structural injustices, and for the representation of Muslims? I call it out to be a routine practice. Not going too much in the past, I remember 2-3 scenes from a movie. The name of the movie is Chippa. The movie shows a scene where an old man tells a tale about his great-grandmother to a child, where she supposedly slapped one Hanuman and the Hanuman fled away. The movie supposedly ends with a scene that shows a man kicking the same child while chanting the Hanuman Chalisa. Rewinding all of this a bit, if we talk about the foreign imperial discourse in our country, it has always caricatured Hindus as regressive and weak people who deserved to be subjugated. It stereotyped the oldest continuing civilization of the world as hideous and disgusting. Such characterization, the underlying ideology, and the resulting persecution of Hindus precede the British Raj. From Delhi Sultanate to the 19th century Muslim movements, from politics of the Muslim League to the present-day extremists, the Islamist supremacist rhetoric, including the Ghazwa-e-Hind and Darul Islam, and hatred against the polytheists and idol worshippers has essentially remained an all-time intact. Where cinema is said to be a reflection of one's own society, unfortunately, Bollywood has only continued what's been going on for centuries, what's been going on for ages. Bollywood movies have become an example of the resilience of the colonial stereotypes. Bollywood effortlessly shows the cunning and spineless Pandit, the idiot Brahmachari, the oriental despot Thakur, the greedy Baniya with absolutely no morals, weak, effeminate Hindu wives, daughters who are desperate for a real man. To all those chief propagators of social reforms, it needs to be put out that how well was the politics of social reform crafted for the colonizers and their apologists to legitimize the hatred against Hindus or the Hindu hatred. The British gave Indian women a separate electorate in the year 1920. This is something they never gave to the women of Britain. The Muslims in India were also given a separate electorate and personal laws by the British. But in the territory of Britain to this day, even nikah is not recognized. What do you feel makes their claims of social reforms so hollow? It is nothing but their own glaring hypocrisy in its implementation. If they truly cared about social reforms, then they would have never been reluctant to push forth or to implement such similar reforms in their own country, in their own community. In the present day scenario, it looks like the responsibility of spreading the Hindu hatred that once rested upon the shoulders of the imperial foreign rulers has now shifted in somewhat capacity to Bollywood. Does the alleged commitment of a liberal secular movie maker against superstition only extend to Hindu idols, to Hindu temples, and to the depiction of Hindu religious persons as criminals? Or does it extend to the questioning of all faiths and all beliefs in general? As we watch the scenes in a Bollywood movie, we should question whether the people who wrote these scenes are genuinely committed to the principles of equality, to the principles of non-discrimination, or are just furthering the ideological Hindu hatred masked by the agenda of social reform. We should also question the accuracy of their commitments to the so-called social reform, which on one hand seems to find Hindu hatred necessary for progress, but at the same time continues other offensive and regressive depictions of female characters. For all those liberal secular minds, it should be made very clear that self-aware and principled criticism differentiates a true liberal from an imperialist colonialist who's out to degrade and stereotype others.